Hey everyone, so I'm starting off with my P.Louise Base in the shade Rumor 2, and I'm just going to apply that to both of my eyelids to prime. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to take my damp beauty sponge from Bakerie. I got this in a 6-piece, like that 8 carton for $18. It's very worth the price if you ask me, because $18 for 6 of them instead of getting one beauty blender for $20, that's very worth it. So I suggest them, like I highly recommend them. Next up, I'm going into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics, and I'm taking that dark green shade with the Anmor Tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to like stamp in the product just for my first transition color. Try to build up the product since, like, you know, these shades are very powdery. You got to build them up for them to show up on your eyes. So I kind of like, you know, build them up for like 5 times, I guess, 5-6 times till I got the pigmentation. And then I stopped, and then I'm going into the lime green shade with a BeBella Cosmetics Crease blender, and I'm just going to apply that right above the dark green. I'm going into the yellow shade from the palette, and I'm taking my Chic eyeshadow brush from It Cosmetics, and I'm just going to apply that to the upper part of my lid. I didn't think that shade was applying well enough, so I took the yellow shade in the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, and I applied that right over top. Alright, so now it's time to cut the crease. So I'm taking my P.Louise Base again, and I am taking a Makeup Shack T75, and I'm just going to apply the concealer and just sketch out my cut crease. So I'm going to do a semicircle cut crease today, and I'm just going to, you know, apply ever so, I can't explain, like, I always try to explain like so technical, but I can never get the words out, like what's wrong with me. Like, I'm pretty much just packing on the shades, I mean not the shades, I'm packing on the concealer, and I am pretty much just like trying to make sure everything's nice and precise and the lines are sharp. It's not like faded out, it's like sharp and ready to go for the eyeshadows later on. Okay, so for the first lid shade, I'm going back into the dark green shade from the BH palette, and I'm taking a Makeup Shack T49, and I'm going to apply this shade horizontally instead of vertically. So I'm pretty much just swiping this across my lid horizontally, as you can see here, and I'm just going to make sure things are blending out nicely and prepare myself for the second shade. Next, I'm taking that lime green shade from the palette, and I'm taking a flat brush, and I'm just going to apply that right over top of the dark green. Pretty much I'm doing the same technique. I'm applying it sideways instead of upwards, and I'm just going to make sure the shades are kind of blending together, kind of creating that ombre effect. So I'm going back into the BH Cosmetics palette with that yellow shade, and I'm taking a BeBella Cosmetics flat brush, and I'm just going to apply that right over top of the green shade. And this is just completing the whole eye look. Like, this is so pretty. I love how everything was blending together. Like, it's so ombre. This just reminds me of like a tropical forest. Like, it's just so beautiful. I love how everything was blending out. It just all turned out. And as you can see, I'm taking a picture because I was just feeling myself. Like, the blend was just crazy. Now I'm going in with my NYX matte liner, and I'm just going to create a winged liner. So I'm starting off on the outside, so I'm drawing my wing, and then I'm going to like fill it in and everything. This is kind of hard to explain, but you can see what I'm doing here. I'm like drawing the wing first, and then I'm filling in the wing, and then I'm just going to do the liner on my eyelid. Alright, so unfortunately, I somehow lost the footage of me applying my foundation, but all I did was take my Milani 2-in-1 Conceal in Perfect or something. I forget what the name is, but it's the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in Amber, and I'm just applying that. Like, I already applied my foundation all over my face, but I had some spots where I needed to add more coverage, so I'm just applying it around my mouth and like some more on my cheeks. Then I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige, and I'm just going to highlight my under eyes, down my nose, my forehead, and my chin. After I'm done with that, I'm going to blend that all out with my beauty sponge and just make sure everything's nice and blended and seamless. Right here, I'm just taking some of the concealer and cleaning up my eyeshadow because I still had that like leftover eyeshadow just sitting there. And this is also just going to make the look more sharper and clean. I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Banana Setting Powder with this Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just going to apply that to all the areas I highlighted with. Then I'm taking this Urban Decay, this is kind of like just a regular powder, but I'm going to use it to contour. I never really contour, but I just wanted to try it out and see how I like it, and I kind of do like it. I like how it warms up my face, so I'm just pretty much contouring my cheekbones and my forehead and my nose. Just to blend everything together, I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus setting spray, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face just to melt everything together, and I'm just using my hands to fan everything down. Next, for my highlight, I'm taking the Juvia's Place Festival palette, the shade Odogwu, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, my forehead, and my nose just to make sure everything is nice and highlighted, and this just gives me like a nice golden look. Alright, I'm going to be taking the Baddie Cosmetics glitter. This is a fine glitter. This one's in the shade Smoking Session. This is just a teal, dark greenish fine glitter. And I'm just going to apply that to my lower lash line. And I kind of made a mistake. I should have applied like a eyeshadow first, like a teal eyeshadow first, and then applied the glitter. But, you know, that's my mistake. Just excuse that. Then after I'm done with that, I'm going to take the Angel Wings lashes. I got this from the Halo collection, and this one's in the style Feathers. And I chose natural lashes because I want to show off my eye look, so that's, you know, the whole reason over that. And this just completes the eye look pretty much. Well, I do need to add the inner corner shade, but that's pretty much it. Alright, for lips, I'm taking the shade Boss Lady from Gerard Cosmetics, and I feel like this is just the perfect shade to balance out with the eye look. And I don't know, I just feel like it really, you know, did something with this look. It just pulled the whole look together. And then for the inner corners of my eyes, I just took the shade Odogwu from the Festival palette of Juvia's Place again, and I'm just adding that to my inner corners. And that is pretty much the end of my video. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to have 1,800 subscribers. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this video. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I don't care. That's all I have to say. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye guys.
This is my child. But she can't be in the light like too much.
She's fine.
This is my newborn baby. I just had a baby like 2 days ago. She is really grown for a baby.
You snap back quick.
This is just my newborn. Her name is Precious.